Welcome to my Monday morning mindset motivation. I'm Georgie Hubbard and I am so excited that you decided to spend the start of your week with me. Let's set you up with the mindset it takes to lead. Hello and welcome to my Monday morning mindset motivation. I hope you had a beautiful weekend, spent some time with your family, even in isolation. Hopefully you played some games, you did something that made you feel great over the weekend, got outside in nature, hopefully did some exercise and yeah, just filled up your cup with lots of, activities and things that, you can still control whilst we are still in isolation. So today, I wanted to talk to you about 5 things that I'm doing every single week to keep me both mentally and physically fit. Now, I wrote a blog. It was actually 15 things. So if you want more, thoughts and ideas, then go and check that out. It is on the Mind to Lead. Love you to give that a read. But today, I just sort of wanted to focus on my top 5. So here we go. Number 1. One thing I will never ever sacrifice is my sleep. Now, at one point in my life, when I was starting my first business and still working a full-time job, I would work 12, sometimes 15-hour days. I'd get in from my day job after a long commute, just quickly whiff down some dinner, and then I'd be working until, some days even midnight, just to, get on top of everything. And I really started to sacrifice my sleep. Now, to begin with, after a few coffees, I was feeling okay, but over the course of the weeks and the months, it was really impacting my energy, my mental and my physical health. I've always loved to exercise and keep fit, but I wasn't able to really even get enthusiastic about my workouts. And I just started to feel really low, really just exhausted, basically. Now, if I had kept that up for a long period of time, and I know certain people do this, what tends to happen is we obviously burn the candles at both ends and we get burnt out, we get exhausted. Now, what I'm hearing a lot at the moment is people are actually feeling burnt out. Even though we've got more time and working from home, we're not commuting, people aren't setting boundaries with their work, and they're also staying up later to watch more TV, which is then impacting their sleep. Because if you are exposed to blue light for long periods of time, then your brain is saying it's daylight, it's not time to sleep, and it's then harder to unwind and relax. So one thing that I always do every night is I eat 3 hours before I get into bed, so to give my body time to digest my food. I limit screens 2 hours before bed, and I read just for 30 minutes. And that just helps just to slow down my mind and just get me ready for sleep. Obviously, I also make sure that the room is nice and cool and dark, and it's all about the environment that you create. But sleep is something right now that everybody must not be sacrificing, because if you do start to sacrifice sleep, you can quickly feel exhausted, burnt out, tired, which can lead you to feel, all of those lower emotions. And we want to keep you high. We want to keep you feeling energized every day. So do not sacrifice on your sleep. That's number 1. Number 2 is movement, exercise. Now, I harp on about this, but it is really important. Our bodies are designed to move. They're not designed to sit all day. So I am making sure that every morning, a part of my morning routine is to work out. Now, even if this is just a 30-minute brisk walk or 30 minutes of stretching, I always make sure that first thing in the morning, I do something to move my body. Why? Because it releases endorphins, serotonin. It's been linked to better brain function. So movement exercise is really, really important right now, and it will just make you feel great. Now, it's not easy if you're not somebody who wakes up and exercises. It's going to take time to build a habit. They say it takes 6 days. But now is the time, with more time, to start exercising and get into those good habits now while you're in isolation, because you will feel the benefits. And as soon as you start to feel those benefits, you won't want to give it up. Number 3. Limit the amount of time that you listen and watch the news. Now, I used to have a bad habit years back. When I would wake up, the first thing I would do is check my emails and then check the news and then check social. Now, all that did was straight away fill my mind with everybody else's problems and with negativity. I now guard my mind very, very carefully. So I do not listen to the news every day. In fact, I check it a few times a week. Now, people might be going, oh, but we need to be kept updated. Well, yes, of course, we do need to know what's going on in the world right now. That is important. But we do not need to be checking it every 5 minutes. Now, trust me, if something big happens, if something major goes on that you need to know about, you will hear. You will hear it from your friends, from your co-workers, someone will call you up. But if it's news that needs to be known, you will hear about it. So I do limit myself on how often I check the news because I don't want that constant stream of negativity coming in every few minutes. I want to keep focused. I want to keep, perspective in all of this. I want to come out of this the best version of me. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I keep to my routines, I keep exercising, I keep my positive mindset. And the news would be the quickest way right now to kill that positivity, which is why I limit it. Number 4. I meditate every single day. In fact, I've upped it to twice a day right now. Every morning I wake up, I sit in silence for the first 10 minutes. Sometimes I do a guided meditation. I focus on gratitude. I focus on setting intentions. But what that does is it just sets up my day. It makes me think, who do I want to be today? How do I want to show up? And then from there, I ensure that I live in alignment with that visualization, with those intentions that I've set first thing in the morning. And then I meditate towards the end of the day and I focus on what I can appreciate and what I've been grateful for in that day. Now, just doing this twice a day has made a huge impact on my mindset right now because, of course, there is a lot of chaos, there is a lot of uncertainty, there is a lot of stress circulating. So again, it's how we protect ourselves. And I know right now, instead of looking for answers externally, I need to make sure I'm going more internally and trusting that intuition of what it's telling me to say, do this, don't do that. And I really, really zone in right now and trust what my intuition is telling me. And it is telling me to stay calm. It is telling me to trust the process. It is telling me to show up as my best every day. And it's guiding me to do that. So I'm meditating twice a day just for my mind to just release the stress. In my other episode, I talked about that stress release so it doesn't build up in the body. And that is something that my meditation enables me to do. Constantly at the end of the day, I don't take one day into another day. How often do we run through the days and something negative happens one day and then you wake up the next day and the first thing you think about is that negative thing that happened yesterday? Well, stop doing that. Learn to let go, learn to release, learn to trust the process, learn to listen to your intuition. I think we need to stop looking for external answers and instead go within. So meditate twice a day. And last but not least, I am taking regular breaks in between my work. Now, this is something I've done for quite some time, and it's something I'm sure I'm keeping up right now. So every morning I will sit down and I'll have my power hour that I'll basically come to my working zone. So I've got an environment in my home where I go, right, now I'm working, but I will set an alarm for 60 minutes. So I will go deep into focus, no distractions. I don't have my phone near me. I don't have any other tabs open. I literally go zone in for this first hour of the day. And I can achieve and get so much done in that hour because I am laser focused. Then when that alarm goes off, I stand up, I stretch, I take 10 deep breaths. I might go and do some star jumps or listen to a good song just to pump myself up, go and fill my water bottle up, come back, reset the alarm and go again for another hour. Now, taking those regular breaks every hour, if you do one thing for your productivity and time management, I encourage you to do this. This took my life, my focus, and my results to the next level. So try it this week. We can't focus for more than 60 minutes. It's actually now been proven. So we need those breaks. And that's how burnout can come. How often do you sit at your desk and it's been 2-3 hours and you just go, God, I just don't feel like my head's all over the place. Well, breaks are really important. Rest your brain, go. Rest your brain, go. Your brain needs rest to function. So they are my top 5 things that I am doing every single day to stay mentally and physically fit. And look, it is tough. It's challenging. And I'm not saying that, I have all the answers, because I don't. But one thing I'm not doing right now is losing perspective. I'm sticking to the habits, the routines that I know work for me. And I know work for many, because I've coached a lot of people now on these topics, and they are seeing incredible results at this time as well, which is all I want for you. So this week, get enough sleep, exercise, try doing some meditation. Limit the time that you spend looking at the news, and take those breaks. So I really hope you enjoyed today's Monday morning mindset motivation. Have a beautiful week, have a productive week, have a healthy week, and I will speak to you again very soon. Take care. Thank you so much for listening to the Mind to Lead podcast. I really hope you got some great takeaways and key learnings from this episode. To help us spread the message, please give us a rating and leave us a review. We love reading your thoughts and your insights and your learnings. And look, reach out to me. Reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm Georgie Hubbard. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'm Georgie L. Hubbard. Let's connect. I hope you have an incredible day, and I look forward to speaking to you all again soon.